join us. I know that they're looking for a lot of teachers to spark this discussion about how videos and how creative platforms can be used to spread learning. And the great thing about TED, the TED website, and by the way, that's education.ted.com, is that they have videos really from all kinds of experts. Bill Gates has talked there, and Al Gore has talked there, and I talked there, which is pretty awesome. The most wonderful thing about attending TED is that the speakers are never more important than the audience. I felt like the most important person there for sure, because in the audience, actually going after me was James Cameron, director of Avatar, which was just totally surreal. I felt really bad because I was asking everybody for pictures. The next year, they actually said on stage, please don't ask anybody for pictures. I think it might have been inspired by the fact that it was paparazzi of TED. But it's, aside from the sheer star power of everybody who's there, it's also a wonderful fact that it's posted on the TED website and that the video has such an impact because a lot of people found out about me through TED. And that was, really wonderful. So this is a wonderful learning resource. If you are teaching about something having to do with science, they have a lot of wonderful science videos, math videos, language arts videos, all kinds of things. Kiran Gursepi, whose I Can video I showed earlier, also from TED. So they, they have this range, so if you're looking for instance, science videos, you can have all this. They have some wonderful things. So TED is a wonderful resource. Then TEDx events are independently organized TED events, and TEDx Redmond is organized by youth for youth. These are some pictures from last year, and we had 750 people attend. We are launching it. We have no sponsors so far, but we're going to go ahead and run it outside if we have to. And so it's, and also we got to our speakers last year. We had Jordan Romero, youngest person to climb Mount Everest, and Jessica Markowitz founded a charity to help girls who want to go to school. Jason O'Neill, entrepreneur from polka dots, raised hundreds of thousands of dollars for cancer research, all kinds of really incredible young people. And there's just such a wealth of kids my age who are doing great things that we were able to fly them in or bring them in locally to come speak at the conference. So if you know students or if you'd like to watch the webcast, we're going to be streaming it as well. TEDx Redmond. And now that you know about TED, and you might want to look into these TEDx events and think about how you could get the students in your school to run an event. It could be a TEDx event, so an independently organized TED event, or it could be any kind of event really. It could be a benefit concert or something like that where students really feel like we're doing something, we're pulling this off, we're running an event. Running an event is extremely empowering, and you learn a lot. How to, actually some skills I've learned sound really creepy when I say them out loud, but how to look up people's phone numbers and addresses when they'd rather you not contact them asking for sponsorship. Probably not as essential for a little bit, but I have learned a lot. How to write good emails. Wonderful for persuasive writing. I have gotten such an edge on my persuasive writing now that I have to ask people to help us fly in speakers. And even writing the speakers, being polite and communicating efficiently and answering emails. A lot of typing, a lot of website updating, taking good pictures, how to promote an event. These are skills which I'm sure you could somehow apply to standards. Persuasive writing, is probably a writing standard. I don't know if elementary school or upper grades. So, and it doesn't have to be like a conference. I remember that in the video that I showed from Edutopia, they turned the funeral of the class praying mantis into something that taught writing. And so these things like the funeral of the bug or praying mantises, I guess that's what, these seemingly ordinary things that teach not only these real world skills, but also they apply to state standards. I think that's really the great, really what we're aiming for. So, TEDx Redmond, there's going to be a webcast, lots of inspirational students, and also if you want to check out the videos from last year, there's some wonderful ones that have to do with education. So our first thing was on education, so we heard from Priya about creativity in school, and Matt on elementary experiences. She was talking about gross cafeteria lunches and how sad she was that her favorite teacher had gotten laid off, and a few other things. So very representative of how decisions made at the top are impacting those down at the bottom. And then Zoe on, this is the one I couldn't show because the audio was too soft, on how she wished that she could have more impact and effect and purpose within her classroom. So those are the presentations on education, and then also some on creativity, on movies, and preserving. And actually, this was a really good one. Cale Beachenbach talked about preserving his Native American heritage in Washington State by doing more with languages. He told a really interesting story at the beginning, and that was a great video. Maya talked about body image, young girls, bullying. So these apply, if you want to show TEDx Sherman videos, you can obviously download them off YouTube, but they have to do with everything from bullying to creativity to having an impact to climbing Mount Everest to starting a charity. And these students, the great thing is that they have these personal stories and they are incredibly intelligent and motivated. But then afterwards, I was chasing them around the cafeteria. Long story, but it just shows that no matter what, you can still have fun and still play around and be serious at the same time with other things and do great things. And I think that showing students doing good for your community doesn't have to be a really adult, serious thing. You can still be. So.